They'll be calling you a radical. First off, I want to talk about this report that's out today about the fish in Japan caught with the incredible radioisotopes in it. I want you to read down in that and we'll read Chris Busby's statement. As you know, I was in critical condition in the hospital 2 years ago. A lot of you know. You make up your own mind about that. Okay, I want to talk about the Million Masked Man March. I want to talk about post-ignorance, my activism, about the truth of Fukushima. I love it. I get email after email. Oh, Kevin, I saw your video, the first thing, but I knew immediately. Okay, if you knew how the gravity of this immediately, then why didn't you do anything about it? You didn't do anything. Now, there are people who did a lot. I mean, we know who they are. They're our small army, as I call them. They're all over. We know who they are. You know, I have all the emails. We know. As everybody just, I remember when this kind of just died off. I mean, at first, everybody was amped up, and it just kind of died off. I didn't die off. Almost died off. Got ML leukemia. Watched the path through the fight. Some guy says, oh, the only reason Kevin's such a hardcore anti-nuclear because he got leukemia. Boy, you sure have watched this vlog. Look. The bottom line is this. My activism, my post-ignorance project, the Million Masked Man March was not anonymous. John Fairhurst came up with the idea. He obviously came to me because of my post-ignorance. My post-ignorance is about throwing a blanket all of these are human rights issues. In London, in Copenhagen, all over the world. I love every single one of you that participate. Yeah, we had a lot of factions that showed up in DC. We had all kinds of factions, but we're uniting the clans. How can you not be angry? How can you not be angry? How could you? Look, this is the greatest redistribution of wealth in human history. This is the redistribution of wealth to the top. This is not the New World Order. This is the Old World Order. This feudalism it's more concentrated now than it even was in the time of William Wallace 700 years ago. Even more than it was at the time of the American Revolution. And by the way, that was a tariff war. We can't even talk about usury or tariff war. We're trying to throw, John Fairhurst, myself, Steve Grant, you watch. All of us, the people who actually organized the Million Masked Man March, it was rooted around Dr. King. It was rooted around a lot of great social movements, in the purity and the spirituality, in the truth. In the truth. Anonymous, of course. But you don't get it. You don't get, go ahead, climb on the boxcar. Go ahead and take the shower, not us. I mean, how can you people not see it? How can you not be angry? Of course people are angry. How can you not be? You know, and I want to talk about the counter to this Geiger counter report, the young man down there on the beach in Pacifica Beach. He did the same report. I know him. He's been doing it from the get. So many of us have. That's nothing new. It's been that way all of a sudden. It's getting contemporized because the sheeples are coming out of there. They're starting to get scared. So the LA Times, CBS Online, all these California reports, who do they counter with? This Stony Brook rat. He needs to go back to Bangladesh where he came from, number one. And two, he quotes that study out of San Diego in August 2011, the tracer tune, which has been totally debunked. It wasn't even a study. It was, I mean, so that's what they're going back to, so they have no evidence. So that's what they're waiting. You read, they're so-called scientists, they'll say. Scientists say no, and then you'll read down, there are no scientists. It's fraud. It's a fucking lie. There has got to be some serious liability to these people that put this in print and media. They'll say scientists, no, we've quoted. I quote my sources. We have the data. This study that's coming out inland in Japan, now think about this, is a woman called me from Manhattan. I think my best activism that I've done the whole year, and I've been in San Clemente on the San Onofre shutdown, I've been on the pier in Huntington Beach, I've been in Pacific Beach, I've been in San Diego with the Navy, I've been in Manhattan at Washington Square, I've been in Brooklyn, I've been in Eugene, Oregon, I've been in Montana, I've been in Idaho, I've been in Nevada at the test site at Enola Gay, I've been in Baltimore, I was at DC leading the Million Masked Man over and over and over and over. All these places. I think my best activism I've done was this year when I stood in the cage with the Tiananmen Square protesters. You know, Body Works, she was having a fit about Body Works being sponsored. Body Works, I says, I protested Body Works the whole time. That is so, she's right. This is a degenerate six populace. What are we going to do? Parade people's heads on sticks? What are we going to do? You know, take Michael Hastings' body, take Aaron Swartz's body, take Pat Tillman. You think about the murder of Pat Tillman. I was outraged. I mean, we're trying to throw a cover over this and have solutions. I'm an economist. I have solutions. Usury laws. Tariffs, hello, tariffs. As Alexander Hamilton said, my lecture at Alexander Hamilton's grave. Our walk from Washington Square to Hamilton's grave. My activism in support of N.y.c. By the way, if you read this article about the sentencing in Kansas City on the activists, and they says, okay, she told the judge, it was an African-American judge, the 80-year-old, brilliant, beautiful activist, she allowed them in the courtroom with their stuff. And he says, okay, so I have to buy all the laws. So Rosa Parks didn't do any good. You know, and he went off on this, and he got to that judge, and the judge, you know, read what they did. I'll be in Knoxville for Megan Rice. I hope he's sitting right in the courtroom. I love her, and I love her people tremendously. You know, Dr. Rice says, I protested right there in Symphony with her at Washington Square. We marched to Alexander Hamilton's grave, my post-ignorance project. We even had us our littlest, youngest activist. I got a great photo of that little beautiful girl. She walked the whole way with her mom and daddy. You know, this is about human rights. Post-ignorance project in Symphony with the Million Masked Man March. You need to check out what that was all about. It wasn't about Anonymous. Yes, Anonymous part. We wanted everybody to. We're tired of the dogma. We're tired of the AstroTurf and them deflecting you guns, gold, freaking everything that costs you money. We want the truth. You know, Fukushima capitulates. 3/11's capitulation. My post-ignorance is a social movement about the truth, about throwing over, about fixing things, not just getting mad. I have answers. It is a leader movement, not a leaderless movement. This is a big deal. You know, they can lie to us all they want. Not this time, not with Fukushima. Because you were able to watch my path with my hardcore leukemia in my body, out of my room, the whole path. I've never stopped one day on this fight from the day Fukushima happened, and I'm not going to stop. This is the capitulation. We need to unite the clans. And to you people that participated in the Million Masked Man March, I haven't said this before. You know, that was John Fairhurst's idea up in Massachusetts. Came to me. You know, at first I'm like, well, I don't know, you know, and then finally it hit me. He's doing what I'm doing, trying to unite the clans. Steve Grattan, as we united the clans. I said, there were 3 factions fighting at Washington Memorial. I said, fuck it, I'm going. Fuck it, I'm walking. And this is during the week, and on the weekend, I just started walking. Anybody wants to go, let's march. Everyone followed. I mean, when it comes right down to it, we are united. And we walked right down Constitution Avenue, right down in the week, with a police escort. You know, and I want to quote this. John Hurley, the National Press Corps, showed up. That lion, the lion. And I want to quote this, what he told me. Sitting right there after I gave my speech in front of that amazing group at the Million Masked Man March, right there across from the White House. It was powerful. He says, Kevin, I got to tell you, I grew up in the South, and my daddy told me, you beware of men in white robes. After covering the Supreme Court and the White House for 50 years, remember, this is the lion himself. He says, I know, beware of men in black robes with gold trim. That was, and put his arm around me and had my picture taken with him. He says, I got to go, Kev. I want to stay and talk with you. And we talked for a long time. He says, Goldie Hawn's up there. I said, well, I'd leave for Goldie too. You know, but we're uniting the clans around human rights issues. This funnel up to the top and keep feeding these fucking monsters, these sociopath fucking girls. And are they panicking? Oh yeah, just like I said there. They've went too far. The control freaks are out of fucking control. And they're eating their own. And this cover-up you participate in, and you people that put this in journals trying to make yourself feel better, and quoting sources that don't even exist, and saying you're quoting scientists when you don't quote scientists. Because the scientists are scared. You know, the only reports are the ones I've had leaked to me from Berkeley that have been printed, they've backdoored through Europe, and then we've got them out into the domain. Our small army. We all know who we are. The small army that's fought this tooth and nail from the get. We all know who we are. And don't fucking try to fucking ring our fucking fire out. You're not putting our fucking fire out. You can't. It's all fucking done now. That fame will burn forever now. It is gilded in gold, casted in concrete. We told it in Hardcore Town. We are going to unite the clans. We want terrorists, we want usury laws, we want these fucking, we want the free patriots set free. And if Snowden, come on Snowden, you say you have all this really hardcore stuff that will blow everything, and we know that he does because we're seeing politicians now, hurry, hurry, give him asylum, give him freaking immunity, hurry, 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 because they know. I think he has in his hands personally, I think he has data saying that maybe they really are trying to thin the herd, this John Holdren eugenics, and the cover up and the nuclear fallout on top of us and trying to contaminate our air on. I think there's some hardcore damning stuff that he has as far as the environment goes, and as far as, and these fuckers know it. Come on, Snowden, if you got it, cut it loose. The Guardian, you got it. You know, fucking cut it loose. Just like this. Don't take on one of these fucking causes and then back out. Don't be a Gunderson. Don't be a fucking Busby. Fucking be real. Don't play softball. If you're gonna do this, fucking do it. If not, that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody should be this. Absolutely. It didn't pick me. I don't want to do this. I want to fucking quit. I want to quit. I hate this. I don't even want to fucking do it. I'm tired of being fucking broke. I'm tired of being fucking alone. I'm tired of fucking this lonely fucking battle. I'm worn out. I'm fried. I'm frustrated. I'm sick of fucking rats attacking me. I mean, the shit that I put up, but I didn't choose it. It chose me. And I fucking made a deal when I was in the hospital with the powers there be, that if I lived, I would fight for those who passed of leukemia. And so I'm not going to retract on that deal. As I live to tell, unite the clans.